right, good morning to you, and welcome into another edition of Catching Up with Tommy Mac podcast. Here at my home studio, but through the 1010XL podcast platform. Great to be here, great to be alive. Brought to you by my good friends at Team Tommy Mac. Just a group of businesses that do it right every single time. You see my Morgan & Morgan hoodie on, fitting since it's a little chilly out there for Jacksonville, a little windy too. I know my friends up north laugh at that, but it gets chilly down here from time to time, and we sure have that this morning. Early edition of the podcast because I'm playing in Josh Scobie's golf tournament today, this morning at 10:30 over at Deerwood. I'm only going to play about 9 holes. He knows I got to haul ass and get to helmets and heels. 2 o'clock start, 2 to 4 p.m., Monday through Wednesday and Friday on 1010XL, 92.5 FM, 1010XL.com. So we'll be breaking down the Jags, and I'll be breaking them down as well. Morgan & Morgan for the people, baby. Check out TommyMac.net, and you'll see all my content, and you'll see every logo of Team Tommy Mac with an embedded website built in. All right, Jags blow it yesterday. They had a 19-point lead. Should have been 20 in my opinion. We'll talk about that. But a 19-point lead with 1 quarter to go, and you lay a dud. No production on offense. Get steamrolled on defense. Just terrible. Just terrible. I don't think I've been that mad at a football team or game. It's been a long time. I was so mad. I grabbed my glasses. I wanted to break them, but I couldn't break them. I couldn't snap them, so I just crumpled them, and then I whipped them against the wall. And I was like, you fucking dumbasses. How in the hell did you squander that lead? Just not good. Not good at all. Our defense, you give up leads all year long. I've been saying it all year long. All I hear on the other side were excuses. Oh, well, they get tired. Oh, they get this, they get that. I don't give a shit. Get off the field. Win. Get some pass rush. Liam Cohen, he gets up there in front of the podium. I got to hear him today. And he's like, you can't get there with 4. I bring extra, they get blocked. What are they to do? I remember last year, a big contingent of Jag fans. All you blamed was the coach. The coach. It was never the player. You never blamed the player. Well, guess what? You were all wrong. Like I knew you were wrong, because it's always the player. It's always on the player to put out that kind of performance, to be ready for it, to prepare for it, and then to go do it. It's not on the coach. Coach only can do so much. He can only call the plays. So I'm sorry, like that. It's always on the player. And I'm not blaming Liam Cohen. I like what he said, and he's true. He's true. You're not getting the production. Look, Eric Armstead had a good game for the most part. And I can't say a good game. I shouldn't even say that. But he had the better game out of the 4, right? They got steamrolled on the run game. I mean, steamrolled. They gave up 5.9 yards per carry. Chubb, Marks, they killed you. That O-line beat your ass up all day long. Didn't matter that you had Lloyd back. Didn't matter. None of that mattered. Your O-line got worked. Their defense, oh my gosh, drugged you. Drugged you, especially in the second half. And they finally said we had enough. I mean, think about it. We get the pick early, which was a great play by Jarian Jones. Too bad he got the PI. Look, they call bad PI on their side. It was a mix. Bad timing. He does have the arm pinned, but kind of hand fighting. Kurt's trying to push. I don't know. I wouldn't have called it, but they called it. And they did the same thing. Parker Washington got, whoever was on him, got called like that ain't PI either. So whatever. That stuff to me balances out for the most part. And it did yesterday. So I'm not coming down on that. But they look, the Houston defense is like, look, we gave the ball after an interception, held them to a field goal. Then the ensuing kickoff, we fumble. They get the ball. They get a touchdown. Now it's 10-0. They're in a hole, and you're thinking, oh, God. Then it's 17-0 after the punt return. And you're thinking, oh, this is it. We're done. We're cruising. Cruising, baby. Well, guess what the Houston defense said? Fuck that. I'm shutting it down now. We can beat them up front, and they beat us up front. And by the way, Walker Little was terrible. But don't forget, Hunter beat Walker, he beat Anton, and he beat Hainsey. So don't give me, it's just one guy. Oh, Anton's great. Anton's not great. Anton's not great at all. I'm sorry, he's better than Walker, but move him over. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know you're going to get that much better out of him. And where do you go? You don't. Maybe you throw in Wyatt Miley. I don't know. Clearly, he's not ready, or they don't believe in him because Monheim went in when the carry went down. So it's just, isn't it funny how things change? How things change. Oh, the smooch fest, the honeymoon. Everyone love, 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 love. They can do no wrong. Gladstone, Tone, the coach. And guess what? It's hard to win in the NFL. It's hard. And clearly they're not in, I don't know. Maybe they don't have the players. They gutted the roster. They brought all the big time players back, I'll call them. They're not playing big time. Trayvon was fine. That hit on the QB, I don't know. That league sucks with that kind of shit, man. Like, that was inadvertent. My boy Grammage and we used to say that. Like, that's an inadvertent hit to the head that shouldn't be called for like 15 yards, maybe 5, but whatever. That was a good hit. Protecting those damn quarterbacks. Maybe the backups should have different rules, so you can hurt them a little bit more than the starters, but that should not have been a penalty, in my opinion, at all. But it is what it is, and you squandered a lead. I didn't like going for 2 when you're up 29-10. Why do you need those 2 extra points? What are you telling your defense? Or maybe you knew. Maybe Liam's smarter than all of us. He's like, my defense ain't going to hold them to shit, so I'm going to score as many points as I can. Get it while I can. Okay. And he's right, because his defense squanders leads all the damn time this year and last year. How many times have I come on here, you give a lead, they come back. Give a lead, they come back. Because our defense can't shut anybody down. And I'm sorry, and it's not Campanile. He can only do so much. He can only call so much. I'm more of a fan of bringing more than they can handle, right? Because then you got a free guy. Bring more than they can block, and that quarterback's got to make a quick decision to get the ball out. That would be my style of play. But you can't play that way when you're playing shell coverage or off coverage. You got to play up. You got to be pressing. You got to be aggressive. You got to attack. Have real good free roaming safeties, which, our safeties are only okay. Yesterday was not good, guys. It was not good. And we'll go through the team stats. Penalties were about the same, so quit bitching about that. They were called for 11. We were called for 9. Let's talk about some good shit, though, can we? Because Parker Washington's awesome. Can we have 11 of him, please? You can see every year he gets better. You can see he works on his craft. He works on that one route. I think it was a 9-10 yard completion. The setup was unbelievable, man. I mean, he had that guy in circles in his head. He didn't know what he was doing. The punt returns had a 17-yarder, then the touchdown, which was incredible. I mean, that kid, I need 11 of him. 11 of him, especially on defense. I don't know. Somebody made a comment about they look slow, and I agree. Not coming from me, I shouldn't say that, but they look slow. No doubt about that. What do you got there? Yeah? Yep. Yeah, you're right. Will Campbell for the Pats is going to kick your butt. He's kicking butt, the left tackle. Again, look, it's too early to judge anything. I said this maybe earlier, but it's too early to really say anything. But when you start out with a team, you build it from the inside out. You don't build it from the outside in. Now, I'm not saying Travis is a bad pick. I'm not saying anything about that or who they brought in. And I will say you rolled the dice with your tackles. You were never going to give Fred Johnson that left tackle spot, ever. He was never, ever, ever a threat to Walker Little. You never put anybody at left tackle during camp. It was Walker Little or bust. You went all in on him. Now, granted, they redid his deal last year. Maybe you had to. Maybe that was one guy you just couldn't get rid of because there was nowhere else to go. I don't know. But you rolled the dice with those 2 tackles. You brought in, some linemen that are okay, but no top of the, top tier of their position. No one said, oh, wow, that guy's unbelievable, top 5 center. No, not top 5 guard. No, right? Anton, Walker, you rolled with the same crew. I swear it's like deja vu the past 5 years with our tackles. between Cam and Juwan, and then now Walker, and then now Anton. Can we get it together? I don't know. I mean, I'm willing to move Walker now. Like, get him out. And if you want to try Anton, try him. Fine. I don't think he's that much better, to be honest with you. He got beat, too. He got beat by those guys, and they're good. And I know that's what I'm going to hear. Well, they're good. I don't give a crap. I don't care. It's the NFL. They are good players. Get as good players. Make them, I don't know, just so aggravated. I'm getting even worse. I'm getting even worse. All right, let's go over the going for two, okay? Momentum. Now, if you've ever played, and I'm not saying this is a knock, like if you've never played, you don't know. I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying, like when you're in a football game, if you've ever been in one, okay? I know a lot of my people out there, just high school, college, pro, it doesn't matter, okay? Especially when you're on the road and there's a momentum swing, okay? We've all been through these momentum swings on the field. And it's almost like you can't explain it. Like it just starts unraveling and you can't stop it. Like the ball goes their way, the calls go their way. They're getting the blocks all of a sudden. They're opening up holes, and you're giving up massive runs, and you can't stop them. And your offense can't do shit. And it just unravels. And when you go for two, when you're up 29-10, you're telling your defense, I don't believe in you, number one. And number two, you don't need it. So why do it? I don't want to hear nerdy analytic crap. You're up 30-10 if you take the extra point. 30-10. They still need 3 scores. They still need 21 points to beat you. Right? Are you that worried they're going to score 21? Maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe he's smarter than me when it comes to that. Maybe he knew we weren't going to stop him. And that's a fucking shame. So I didn't like that. That totally, to me, like, that was a cocky move. That was, look at me, we're working the Texans. We're getting it done. We're up. Look at us. I'm going to go for 2. And it didn't work. So I didn't like that. Didn't cost them the game, but it cost them momentum. And then your defense couldn't stop it. And then your offense didn't do jack shit. I think 2 yards. Was it 2 yards in the quarter? The half? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's aggravating. Let's go through. I'm not going to go through the entire thing. By the way, I did it during the game, so it was fresh right from the game. But let's take it. We'll rip through it real quick, right? Of course, they get the toss. We defer. Jarian, great pick. That was a great pick. That was great jumping. That kid deserves more time. Jarian Jones should be my nickel or somewhere. He's got to be out there. You're right, Bump. You're right. Joe Tooney's awesome. The Bears are rocking. They built up front. They invested heavy in that O-line. Heavy. Granted, they already had their QB. They had the receivers, but they went heavy on the O-line. And it's paying off for them. And their D-line. They got that Grady Jarrett, I think, that beast in the defense, the middle of their defense. Anyway, we get a field goal out of it. Walker Little got beat by Anderson. Oh, Bullock dropped a pick. That was bad. That was a bad throw. Then there's unnecessary roughness on the snapper. And we get a 1st and 10. And then nothing. And then 3rd and 2 you ran. I thought you should have passed him. Nonetheless, we're up 3-0. Kickoff, fumble, great play. Strigal recovers. Our ball at the Houston 19. The line looks physical. Etienne's pounding it. Nice throw to Jacoby. Nice catch. Nice touchdown. Back it up. A Doga false start. And then Etienne drops the ball, and then a great throw, more of a great catch, a good throw. He put it where he had to. Catch by Parker. Insane catch. Great job by him. Yeah, I don't know if he plays scared, Jeff. Jeff wrote in Trevor played. It's up here. It's up here. It's like management, game management, field management, clock management, everything. It's not on. It's not on. Anyway, we're up 10-0. All right, Texans get the ball back. We force them to punt. Oh, Strigal had a good hit on the QB. Armstead made it happen with the push. You see how that interior push opens it all up? You know what I mean? When you got an interior push, it opens it all up. So anyway, that helped. 3rd and 2, first down throw. 1st and 10. There's a holding. Tryon Jones making play. Fumbled snap. 3rd and 26. Defense holds. Great job. Great job. Up 10-0. Perfect. We get the ball back. 17-yard punt return by Parker. Nice catch by Jacoby. Tootin pounding it for 6 yards. Trevor sacked by Anderson. That was Walker. 3rd down. Dumped it to LeQuint. They got a punt. Let's see. Wingard blitzes, gets picked up. He got picked up all day. Lloyd was stiffed onto the ground. Is it okay to say that about Devin Lloyd? You guys going to cry about that? How can you say that about the rookie? Because he got his face thrown to the ground. That's why I said it. 3rd and 8. Delay a game. 3rd and 3. Then our Eric gets a sack. That was a great sack. 4th down punt. Boom. 4th down punt. Okay, Parker Washington. Touchdown. Punt return for a touchdown. It's 17-0. Totally in control. They get the ball back. They go on a 1st and 10. Great call by them. 27-yard completion. They're getting a 4-yard run. They give up a big run up the middle. The D does. Another 5-yard run. An incomplete pass. Another incomplete pass. A 3rd and goal. That was a good blitz. And then a field goal. So it's 17-3. We get the ball back. We go down. Great run by Etienne. I don't know why we didn't use him more in the second half. I would have. 14 yards. Unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting on Houston, whatever. The PI on Washington I thought was questionable, whatever, we get it. Tackle for loss, Tootin. He gets out in the outside run, tackle for loss. Then there's a false start by Walker Little. Then there's scramble. Out of pressure, 3rd and 15. Another false start, this time by Anton Harrison. Then a great throw to Trammell. What a great catch. Really a good throw, but a great catch. And then Little hits a 53-yard. 20-3. I mean, you were totally in control kicking their ass. Totally. They get the ball back. Let's see. They go down. Yeah, they go down. 1st down throw. Another 1st down throw for 11 yards. Back shoulder throw to Nico for 9. That's when Walker had the sack. You know, I hate the way they call these plays. I think his helmet hit him, but he didn't, like that. What are you supposed to do? Do you have to hit him in the waist? Huh? Then you know what's going to happen? You're going to dislocate one of their hips, and then you're not going to be able to hit him in the waist anymore. You watch. They're not letting these. You know what you should do? Just run through them. Don't even grab them and drive. Just run as fast as you can and knock their ass to the ground as hard as you can. It's unbelievable. But whatever. And then they get a throw to Nico. For 5 yards, 2nd and 5, sweep left, touchdown Houston. Jags 20-10. That's at halftime. We get the ball back. Penalty on Tootin. No, they took it away. That's right. A missed throw on 1st and 10. Slant. He did. He inside throw. He's lucky that wasn't picked. 2nd and 10. Slant to P. Washington. It was P.I. and Stingley. 1st and 10. T-Law sacked by Hunter, beats Anton. No, Anton's better. 2nd and 18, nice throw and catch to Wash, gets the 1st down. It was great. 3rd and 1. No, it didn't get the 1st down. 3rd and 1, QB sneak, great. And then, the interception. Is it a bad throw? No, but it's not a good throw. And when you got a crosser, you can't put it on his body. You got to put it out in front of his body so nobody can catch up. Great hustle play by Derek Stingley Jr. No doubt. Great leaping interception, no doubt. Guess what? If the ball's out in front, he never touches the ball. And our guy does. It goes upfield. Unbelievable. Anyway, whatever. Interception. Texans, they don't do anything. 2010 going into halftime. We have 87 yards total at this time. As an offense, 35 passing. Yeah, Etienne is so good. I agree. He needs to get more opportunities like McCaffrey. All right, 3rd quarter. Our 6th drive, screen to Etienne. Etienne, tackle for loss. Throw to Jacoby is wide open. Good play call. 1st and 10, P-Wash end around. That was a nice hit on Lassiter. Wasn't that great? Maybe one of my favorite plays of the game. Parker Washington end around, kabang, and Lassiter, he couldn't stop. He's flying into the bench. That was great. Way to go, Parker. You're a tough kid. I love it. Absolutely love it. Let's see. Who's open? Etienne's wide open. Good play call. First and 10. Has time. Dumpster Tootin. Penalty, illegal contact on them. Trevor pressured. Falls forward for a 4-yard gain. Good job escaping. Second and 6. Tootin for 2. Third and 4. A batted pass. Van Lanen pushed back. Cool. I've been pining for you for years now. Let's go. Don't get pushed back. Fuck you doing? Cam Little field goal, 23-10. We're still in total control. Total control. They get it back. Slant to Nico for 5. Woody Marks for 2. Pass to Schultz for 6 on 3rd and 3. Marks left side for 6 yards. Deep throw, incomplete. Buster on coverage. Drop pass by Schultz. That could have hurt us, but good, and great play by Jarian Jones. A pass breakup on 4th down. Boom. Let's go. Get the ball back to our offense. Here we go. ETN, TFL by EJ Speed. Great catch by Jacoby. A good throw. Challenge by Liam on the spot of the ball. Great challenge. He won the challenge. Holding on Van Lanen. I thought it was tic-tacky. Whatever. They called it. 1st and 20. Oh, that blitz on Trevor. They just kind of tossed it up. See, those are the Trev, what are you thinking? You're not thinking. You're not. And in your 5th year, you should know what to do with that ball, not just loft it. I mean, Mills did the same thing. He was lucky too, but Trev's got to be better on that. Got to be better than that. All right, 2nd and 20, ETN up the middle for 3. Johnny Munt had a hell of a play. Great yak. 1st and 10, a scramble. Deep throw to Diami. That was a bad throw, incomplete. That almost got picked. That was a bad throw. Throw down the seam to Trammell. That was a great throw on 1st down. See, I call it like it is. You know shit. 1st and 10. Tooting up the gut for a yard. 2nd and 9. Nice route. Nice throw to Parker Washington. Great throw. Great setup. Boom. Wildcat. End around Parker Washington. Too cute in my book. You don't need it. He's not your end around guy either. He's not. Just let him do what he does. Don't make him into something he's not. He's not some speed demon. He can run, there's no doubt. But those punt returns, don't let them deceive you. That's angles, that's quickness, and then you're just too far ahead. No one's going to catch it. He's fast, I'm not saying that, but he's not an end around fast. You should know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I thought it was too cute. 2nd and goal, PI and Tua on LeQuint. It was, but the ball was nowhere near him, so they were off. I don't know if LeQuint was supposed to go out because the ball went out. Nonetheless, it was off. 1st and goal, ETN for a touchdown. 29-10. 1:33 left in the 3rd quarter. Why do I need a 2-point? Why do I need it? Can anybody, defend the 2-point at that moment in the game? Why? Do I not believe my defense is going to hold them? Do I not believe my offense is going to score again? These are things that go into the mind. What is it? Or did you get cocky and think, oh, look at us. We're beating up on the Texans at home. We're kicking their butt. Let's really rub it in their face. Or was it more strategical where Liam's like, look, I don't think we're going to score anymore, and I don't think our defense can hold a 19-point lead. And if those two are true, then this team sucks. They're not very, they don't suck, but they're not very good. Gosh, unbelievable, man. Just take the points, 30-10. Defense, go hunt. Go hunt. Anyway, 1st and 10. You don't think momentum, you want to know a momentum swinger? Here we go. You stop the 2-point. Momentum swings. First play. 19-yard chunk by Nick Chubb. Right up the gut. You're telling me momentum hasn't swung. Well, you're wrong. 1st and 10, you're wrong. I don't mean to sound like that, but you're wrong. The momentum has swung towards him. What are we going to do? Let's go. Pass to Schultz on 2nd and 10. A 1st down throw on 3rd and 4. End of 3rd quarter. 1st and 10. Chubb for 6. Misdirection to Schultz for a 1st down. Mills gets away from Trayvon. I think that, the hand hurt him, obviously. A nice hitch toss to Nico Collins for 8. Mills got lucky on 3rd and 2. He almost got picked. That was the one where he tossed him. I don't know what the hell he was doing. He's an idiot on that play. 4th down. 1st down. Oh, toss to Noel off the motion. Caught him off guard. Now, he's an end-around guy. Noel, he can run. Higgins, too. Those two guys, those rookies are good. Okay, incomplete to March on 1st and 10. Incomplete over the middle to Collins. 3rd and 10. Touchdown throw to Jaden Higgins. Got all day long to throw. And a great throw. What I tell you? Davis Mills, Geno Smith, whoever, it doesn't matter. If you give them time, they will pick you apart. You got picked apart again yesterday because you don't know how to rush the passer good enough. You don't affect him. Anyway, there we go. So now it's a 2-point conversion. They get the 2-point, 29-18. Okay, so it's 29-18. Okay? Listen, it's 29-18. You're on the road. They've got momentum. What do you got to do? You got to stuff them in the face, smack them in the face, and stop the momentum. How do you stop the momentum? A long drive, first downs, just moving it, maybe get another field goal. I don't care. Something. You get a field goal, now they need 8 points to even tie you. Not this. Not this. 1st and 10. ETN left side, 5-yard gain, good run, 2nd and 5. Hunter beats Little on an inside move, kills ETN. Now it's 3rd and 9. T-Law sacked by Hunter. He does a loop-de-loop inside. Hainsey doesn't see him coming. Look, I'm no center O-liner, okay? But if my guy goes, like if I'm the center, okay, and this is my left, you with me? I got a guard, I got a tackle, and I'm the center. And my guy who's in front of me, either on my shade, he's on his shade, which means he's on a half of them inside his left side. If he goes that way, left, someone's coming. Someone's coming. And you were late. You didn't even recognize it. Sack. Hainsey misses him. 3rd sack by Hunter. Guess what we have to do? Punt. Now, who the fuck has the momentum, do you think? Excuse my language. I'm sorry. But who does? They do. They do. And the coach going for 2 just started, it ignited it. It didn't cause, we can't stop him, we can't do anything, but it ignited the momentum. I'm not blaming it on Liam. I'm blaming it on the players. They didn't do enough. But that was bad. Anyway, they get the ball back. Throw to Collins over the middle. Great catch. 1st and 10 again. Quick throw to Higgins. A 1st down. 2nd and 5. Woody Marks. 10-yard run. 1st and 10. Missed throw to Collins. 2nd and 10. Quick throw to Higgins. 3rd and 3. All day long to throw the ball. All day long to throw the ball. And gets it to Schultz for a touchdown. There's no rush at all. Where are my horses? Where are you? Like, that's when your pass rush shows up. That's when they save the day. Where are they? Where is Josh Hines Allen? I swear all he's thinking about is his fucking record that nobody gives a shit about. You should have had it in week 2, not week 11. It doesn't, whatever. And let me tell you something. Tony Brackens did not disappear from games. He did not. Run, pass, he did not. Pay this guy like he's T.J. Watt. He's nowhere near that. I got nothing against Josh. I know he's a great guy. There's a lot of community. I'm sorry it sounds so personal. But when you expect this guy to be one of the best in the league because you're paying him to be, he doesn't show up, how are you supposed to react? It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. 29-24, great interception by Buster on the 2-point. Great interception. Good job, Buster. That's a guy competing, and who cares? All right, great kickoff return for 42 yards by Tootin. We're up 29-24. And probably, let's see, I think we got 7:22 to go. 7 minutes and 22 seconds to go. Okay? 1st and 10. Misdirection. Nobody there. Scramble by Trev. 2nd and, 11? Yeah, missed. I think they called it a sack. End around to ETN. It was like that motion. What is this? What is this? Where's the off tackle? Where's the off tackle for ETN? What are these cute end around crap? Just go off tackle. You got to catch them off guard to beat the end around. You got to be so fast that nobody can catch you. And then 3rd and 4, Walker beat again. And there's a tip ball. And then it's 4th and 4. With the ball at around, that must be, let's see, around the 50, 45, 50. You punt. You really don't believe in your defense. You really don't believe in your defense when you don't go for it on 4th and 4. Because the ball's in midfield. It's not like you're back against the wall. You don't believe in them. I wouldn't either. I mean, but you don't. So that's terrible. That's terrible. There's something seriously wrong. Okay, they get the ball back. I hate even doing it. I hate even doing it. But they get the ball back. Let's see, incomplete. Lucky there wasn't a pick. Bad throw to Schultz. Hit Schultz on the crosser for 20 yards. Lukin on coverage behind. It's tough, but that's the job. Marks left side for 5 yards. Marks up the middle for 5 yards. Marks left side for 5 yards. Quick throw to Higgins, first down. Chubb up the middle for 12 yards. 1st and 10. Chubb up the right side for 7 yards. We're throwing the run blitz, but it's not working. 2nd and 3. Incomplete pass to Schultz down the seam. Great play by Winger. Good job. 3rd and 3. Marks gets his end around. He gets a first down. He was fast enough. 1st and 10. Throw to Kirk. That was the PI. Okay. Again, I wouldn't have called it. He did pin his arm, but I thought they were hand fighting. But they didn't. They gave them one too. So I think they evened it out. I guess. Nonetheless, they call it 1st and goal. False start on their end. 1st and goal. Mark's left side. We got a tackle for loss for 2. Good job. 2nd and goal. False start. Now, we declined the 10-second runoff. Again, you don't believe you're going to stop them. You just don't believe it. I would have run it off because it was 34 seconds. Gets you down to 24. Anyway. No belief in the defense. You're right, Tommy Mack. 2nd and goal. Incomplete pass to Nico Collins. And 3rd and goal. You're in man coverage. You get pressure on Davis Mills, and nobody can catch the backup quarterback for a touchdown. 14-yard scamper. There's no one there because they're being run off. Nobody's looking, and there's nobody catching them. 30-29. They try to go for the 2-point. It's no good. Total yards in the 4th quarter. Texans 167. Jags 2. 1st and 10. We get the ball back. Trevor Lawrence sacked. Then Trevor scrambles for 21. Throw to Parker. Called back. Illegal hands to the face of Doga. 2 big penalties on number 55. It was hands to the face. You can't put your hand in his face. Just can't do it. And then the next one is the sack from the team. You know, I don't know what Trevor could have done, but it's just, we got 7 seconds to go. When I replayed it a bunch, it looks like he's got Diami on the right. He's got someone on the left by the sideline. And he doesn't throw, I don't know. That doesn't mean Cam would have made the kick either. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that he would have made the kick. That's not automatic from there. Just crap. I mean, just crap. Crap. Big bag of crap is what that was yesterday. He had such an opportunity to make a statement. 6-3. Indy's 8-2. Nope. Not at all. All right, let's do final team stats. This will tell you the story of the game. Brought to my friends at Team Tommy Mac. Check them out at TommyMac.net. Of course, Carmen McThorne, LVP, Carmen's LVP, and much more. Get out of jail with Chris Rousseau's bail bonds. Seen him work firsthand. He'll do it, and he gets it done quick. Morgan & Morgan, for the people, pound all that. So all J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. Azar Sausage, Code Ninjas for your kids' technology's future. Your kids' future in technology, I should say. Salt Air Inn and Suites, Boutique Hotel by the ocean. Coconut Joe's Hot Sauces. Always on our table. Should be on yours. Family Tradition Specialty Foods. Newmark Phoenix Realty Group, #1 in commercial real estate. They are. No doubt. Rick O'Connor's Allstate Agency. Phenomenal. Gave me a great quote for my auto and our 3 cars. Got all these girls, man, driving. Got to get them protected. Rick O'Connor's Allstate Agency. FreedomFinance.LLC for your fractional CFO. And the Baracus Group to protect you and your family and your business. All right, let's go through it. Thanks, 1010. I love you. You're great. All right, penalties. We had 9 to 8-11. Don't give me penalties. Red zone. We were 2 out of 4. They were 4 out of 5. Prior to, there was a stat early in the game, I'm sure you read it or saw it. The Texans were 0-10 from the 3-yard line going into an end zone. Like, they got stuffed 10 times from the 3. 10 different times. Unbelievable. But we went 4 for 5 in the red zone. All right, 36-29. Yards per carry, we're at 3.5. Trevor was 7.0. Look, he took off and run. I'd like to see more, but he did. But the other guys got stuffed. ETN got stuffed. I think he should have used them more, but whatever. Texans, 5.9. 6 yards a carry. Despicable. That means you got your ass whooped. Physically. They kicked your ass. They outblocked you. They out-hit you. They out-physicaled you. They broke through your tackles. They did anything they had to do, anything they wanted to do. You got your ass beat up front. Yards per attempt. Trevor was at 6.9 at 57%. Drops. The other team dropped him too for him. So I think that evened out. He's not very accurate overall. Not consistently accurate. Davis Mills 6.5 at 60%. Not much better. Third down, we were 4 of 11. Not good. Not good at all. About 38%. They were 10 of 15. That's horrendous. Out of 15 third downs, they got 10 first downs. Terrible. We didn't go for it on fourth down. They did twice, got it once. Our defense had 2 sacks, 4 QB hits, and 5 tackles for loss. They had 5 sacks, 6 QB hits, 8 tackles for loss. Both threw a pick. Both were 0 or even for the turnover. So there you have it. 5 and 4. 5 and 4. Not over. Hey, man. A lot of football left to be played. But what a missed opportunity. What a missed opportunity. And you should be upset, and they should be upset, and it's okay to be upset. That just means you care. I mean, that's the way I look at it. I want them to win. It's better when they win. We all know it's better for everybody. The fans, the city, every city council, all of it. They get their votes and shit. They get it all, man. But nonetheless, Jags 5 and 4. I mean, if you don't beat the Chargers, and then Houston wins, you know what I mean? It's a big problem. And then you got Indy still. Zona got worked, but we'll see what what they can do at home against us. That's not an easy win. This is where you find out what you're made of in football and in life. When things aren't going your way, what do you do? What do you do? One day I'm going to tell you my personal story because things didn't go my way about 5 years ago. And it hurt. It hurt me and my family. But there was only one way out of it. God, then me. I had to do it. And we did it together as a family. And we're good. We are good. We're very good. But it was challenging. No different than this football team. You got a winning record. Got more wins than you did last year. Some good stuff. But now what are you going to do? How are you going to turn it around? How are you going to fix it? How are you going to get better? I mean, I say this all the time. In today's game, you have to do more on your own than ever before because you don't spend it at the stadium. They can only work you so many hours. You can only hit so much. You can only run so much. You can only watch film. You on your own. Like, you got to condition like crazy on your own. You got to lift extra. You go take your taekwondo. Go take your yoga. Go work on your mechanics. Go work on your hands. Work on your feet. Are you doing all that? I know who is. I bet you Parker Washington is. I guarantee you he is. He does more than just what they do at the stadium. And that's what it takes. It takes extra work in order to compete with the best. So what are you going to do? You gonna turn this shit around and show up? Huh? You know what Coughlin would have said to us? He would say you should back up to the pay window. Don't show them your face when you get paid. He used to say that to us. He was right. That was embarrassing by our defense. They steamrolled your ass. Steamrolled you. Ran all over you. All over. Kicked your ass. If that was a boxing match, you'd have been knocked out in the second round. Been over. Not good enough. So what do you do? I tell you what you do. Leg press. Yeah. Get those legs strong as shit. Bench press, you can smack somebody with your two hands. They're doing it too. They're doing it too. All I would say is Liam Cohen is, Liam, I don't know why you went for 2. It's not why you lost the game. I'm not saying that. But that was a bad decision. Momentum swung right then when you didn't get it. Now, if you get it, that's a dagger. And then we're like, great call. But that's how it goes in football. You take these risks. If you get them, it's high reward. If you don't get them, it's a shitty call. That's just the way it goes. And again, it's actually, players got to execute. They got to do that. But I would have kicked that extra point, and I would have said, okay, now let's go. But it didn't happen. And maybe we don't have the mettle. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't have the, that grit, that mental toughness, that emotional toughness. I'm sure they're physically tough. All football players are physically tough, most of them. But are you mentally and emotionally tough? That's what matters. And will you look in the mirror and say, you know what? I played like shit. I got to play better. I got to get stronger. I got to get quicker. I got to get more flexible. I got to know my game plan better. I got to know my everything better. We're going to find out what kind of team this is. No doubt. No doubt about it. All right, I got to jump in the shower. Got to ride over to Deerwood and play in a little golf tournament. I'm terrible at golf. I don't even like golf that much, but it's for a good cause, and it's for Josh Scobie. So how can I say no to one of the greatest kickers in Jaguar history? I know he hits it a mile. I hit a mile into neighborhoods. So hopefully the Deerwood folks won't be too mad at me if you hear a crash or a thump. It was probably my golf ball. Only playing 9 holes, so, that's we'll mitigate that risk just a little bit. Thanks to Team Tommy Mac. Thanks to all of you watching. Coach Campbell, how are you, my man? I miss you, brother. I know you weren't happy with that defense. No doubt about it. Mark, Dale, Cindy, all you guys. Really appreciate you checking out the show and all the love. And those are just the names I can read. I know there are others as well. And I really appreciate you all. All right, that'll do it for me this time around. Stay safe, be cool, and stay safe. And, thank goodness it's holidays coming up because we got Thanksgiving coming up. And we got a lot to be thankful for. Hopefully a winning football team as they can turn this on. All right, we'll see you next time right here on Catching Up with Tommy Mac. Peace and love, everybody. Have a great day and a great week.
Hey, Tom McManus here with the Catching Up with Tommy Mac podcast on the 1010XL podcast platform. Catch it on the 1010XL app. Catch it on 1010XL.com. You can also catch it on the 1010XL Jaguars channel on YouTube. Hey, man, it's always straight from the heart, straight from the gut, all ball, all Jags, all NFL coming your way each and every week, twice a week on Catching Up with Tommy Mac. We'll see you there.